So you guys might be wondering where I have been and why I haven't been uploading regularly. And I'm going to tell you guys right now. Also, this is the reason why I've been vlogging only from my car. I've been going through something that's a little emotional but kind of silly. Like, let me just get to it. My little one is now old enough to go to preschool. Still a little young, you know. Preschool usually starts around 4.5. Mine is just going to be 3. And we've been dropping them off at the preschool. And the reason why we decided to do this is because my little one is with grandma all day while we go to work. I get so emotional about it. And, they're not really socializing with anybody, like with any other kids. They're only socializing with adults, and they're starting to pick up a lot of adult tendencies and struggling to interact with kids. For example, like sharing. You know, I know kids at that age, they're not really very good with sharing anyway, but it got to the point where my little one didn't even understand how to take turns, even though as adults we kind of taught my little one how to interact, but because we're adults, we tend to kind of give in and let them win. And so it made it so difficult when my little one was around other little kids. They just were really struggling to the point where they would end up every interaction with a child crying and screaming, and it just was never pleasant. So we started taking my little one to a mommy and me class, and grandma was going with my little one. And you know what, just for the sake of picking a gender, I'm just going to say him because it's just going to make it easier. But so let's just say him. My mother-in-law was taking him to mommy and me class, and he was doing really good. But he still was getting that little bit of spoiling from grandma, because grandma was kind of like always there and kind of like sometimes letting him win, and it just wasn't fair. So after going to mommy and me classes for so long, I decided I think he's ready to be on his own. But now I'm starting to feel like maybe this isn't the right choice, Anyway, he cries every time we drop him off, and it's not like a help me, I'm gonna die cry. It's more like an emotional, pouty, trembling lip, worried face kind of cry. And it just kills me. I mean, you might as well tie me up to a tree and stab me 15 times every day, because that's what goes on inside of me. So how has that affected my vlogging? Well, when what I would do before is I would pick him up after work, and I would come home and start vlogging. I would put my stuff together and create a vlog, and it would take me an hour and a half to put quick 15-minute vlog together, or even less time than that. But now it's like, as soon as I pick him up, I just want to spend like every single second with him. I don't want to do anything else. I don't want to clean the house. I don't want to cook. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to be away from him, and he doesn't want to be away from me. And so that's what's been going on the beginning of this year. It's like I'm just dedicating all my time to him. And then again, the only time that I'm vlogging is once I get into the car, because he's not with me. I could vlog from work, I guess, but that would be taking time away from work, and I don't want to do that to my boss. So this is my only time. Hopefully once we both get settled in, because I heard it's going to take months for both of us to get used to this. Some people have told me their kids took a month. Some people have told me their kids took 2 months. Some people told me their kids took 3 months. And that's the most I've heard, is 3 months. So I don't know. I'm not really adjusting too well. I have a difficult time concentrating at work. it's just very extremely emotional, like to the point where, like the first week, seriously, like I wasn't even eating my lunch. Like I just felt so bad. And then the second week, like I wasn't really eating. I was kind of starting to eat a little bit more because I noticed that my little one was getting better at school, but still crying. But it wasn't as bad as the first week, so I was kind of eating a little bit more. And then I just kind of like just stopped exercising. I just didn't want to spend any time on me anymore. And I know this is bad, and I know this is like what I preach against, but I guess it's because we're going into a transition that we've never gone into before, and we're both really suffering emotionally. And my husband through all of this has been really good. He's just like, he needs this. This is going to be really good for him. Don't give up yet. You've got to keep going. Don't teach him to give up just because something makes him feel scared. The preschool that he's going to is really good, and he's already been learning a lot of good things. Like yesterday, we went to play at this place where there was a lot of kids, and he kept saying excuse me to all the other kids that would get in his way, instead of like what he used to do before. He used to grab other kids by their shirt and push them out of the way or pull them out of the way to get wherever he wanted to go. And it was like, how is this kid my kid? I'm such a nice person with other people, and this kid is like getting people out of the way. And I was just like, but now, ever since he started going to school, like I've noticed that, I noticed him saying, excuse me. I'm like, where did you learn this? I've been trying to teach you this forever. So, I'm happy for those things, but I hate dropping him off. And the other thing I hate even more, even though it's bittersweet, is picking him up, because that's when he knows that I'm almost going to be there to pick him up, and he cries right before I get there. And he's not just like crying, it's like such a deep in his chest emotional thing. So it's tough. I wish I could be a stay-at-home mom. But me and my husband have talked about this before, and I wouldn't be a good stay-at-home mom because I'm so restless. Like I'd always want to be out at the parks and stuff, and in activities, and I guess that would be a good thing, but we'd probably have to downgrade our home. We are homeowners, and so I don't know. That's where I've been. Oh my gosh, this went on for almost 8 minutes. I've been trying to get it together, like doing my hair. I did break out because of the emotional stress that this has caused me. And I know that I should be working out more, but I just don't feel motivated. I really hope that we can transition through this and everything turns out okay. So anyway, I like vlogging and talking to you guys because a lot of you guys have like really good feedback for me to read, and some of you guys have already had this experience. Some of you guys are probably grandparents, some of you guys are new parents, but you guys already been there, done that, as far as like preschool. So I would like to know what you have gone through related to this. A lot of you guys may not have kids, but maybe you remember your first day of school. So I gotta go. Bye.